Hello everyone, it's Aaron Collins. This is another rendition of me addressing world issues in a godly way. So this story, it comes out of Bakersfield, California. A young girl named Tatiana Hargrove was riding her bike looking for something for Father's Day to get. Apparently she couldn't find whatever it is she was looking for in the store. So once she was going back home, she stopped to take a drink of water because it was hot that day. Next thing she says, the police rolled up on her, had guns drawn, one of them, and asked her if she was in the store. They began to proceed to ask her, she asked them what happened. One officer asked her if he could see her bag. She asked him for a warrant. The officer points on behind her. She looks and says there's a dog behind her, a police canine. And so she decides to just say, hey, just take the bag. So what happens next is appalling. They snatch this young lady off her bike and begin to manhandle her, punching her mercilessly. Come to find out, it was a case of mistaken identity. They were looking for a man who had a machete and apparently had done something in the store. So they roll up on this young lady. Obviously, she's not a man, but they still proceed to manhandle this woman. They really didn't even read her rights. They just grabbed her. They allowed their canine to attack her, and come to find out, she wasn't even guilty of anything. Not only that, they falsified the report, said that she ran up and tried to attack the officers. Now, this is a 115-pound young lady going up against a 200-pound officer, which is highly unlikely. But see, this is the narrative that they paint. This is the narrative that they use to cover up their lies and to cover up their wrongdoings. It's not only are they going after black men, but they're going after our black women too. I mean, do these names ring a bell? Rakia Boyd, Sandra Bland, and recently Charlene Lyles. These are the types of tactics that these race soldiers are doing now. I've said this before. When it comes to black people, they have a big game hunter mentality. They're going after us. White people do not have this type of reality. I don't care how much you want to argue with me, how much you want to say that white people get arrested too and get brutalized. Not to the extent that we did. There is no way in hell that this young woman should have been mistaken for a man. And then, not to mention, that the suspect they were looking for, he was apprehended. However, I wonder if he was manhandled and thrown to the ground the way this woman was. Was he attacked with a canine? This is where we need to come in as a black community. We don't need to be sitting around praying. Even though I am a man of God and I do believe in prayer, we don't need to be just praying. We need to also pray. We also need to fight and do something too. You see, the Bible says faith without works is dead. So praying is fine, but we need to get out and fight. We need to get out and do something. And for those of you out there who will say something like, well, it didn't happen to me, it doesn't have to happen to you. You have the same skin. Our skin is our sin, according to the society that we live in. These police are out in droves, and they have declared war on black people. Not only are our men in danger, but our women and children are also in danger. They're trying to exterminate us. So instead of sitting around here and on social media and making fight videos and any other kind of matter of buffoonery and buck dancing out there, we really do need to strategize and organize. We need to come together. And to be quite honest, I'm really getting sick and tired of repeating myself. Bottom line, when is it going to happen? What is it going to take for us as a community to come together and show the powers that be that we're not going to take this laying down, that we're fed up, that we're not going to take your abuse? What is it going to take? How long are we going to keep bending over and taking it up. Well, I get very passionate about stuff like this. History should have taught us. But I see some people who haven't learned the history lesson the first time. 115-pound girl just out riding her bike on a hot summer day, taking a sip of water. Now let this marinate. I really want this to sink into everyone. If doing something simple like that gets you thrown on the ground and brutalized by the police, what kind of hope do we have in this society? And you wonder why we as black people feel the way we feel about the police. You're supposed to serve and protect. But as I've stated before, you're not out there serving and protecting us. With us, it's seek and destroy. But anyway, everyone, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. This is very disturbing. But yeah, once again, another day in the life of a race soldier dealing with a black citizen. Get in the comments. Remember, God loves you, I love you. Let's do life.